Hello and welcome to the Dream Team Tonic podcast as we preview Game Week 8 Sun Dream Team. It's another international break. Ben, how's your break been?
Good. Nice and quiet.
Feet
not
up?
even... Eh?
Feet up?
Well, apart from the kids' football team, I've been doing that. That's not stopped for the international break, but yeah. All good.
Good stuff. And what about you, Tony?
Crap,
All good
mate.
there?
No, crap. It's international breaks. And I've just found out there's another one in November.
You're at risk as well in that room, aren't you? Tell the listeners.
Oh, God.
One eye.
Some beast just crawled from behind windowsill lip earlier on, just while I was chatting to Scott. Caught my eye. I've gone and got a glass to get rid of it. And come back and it's sneaked off somewhere. So if you do see it, because you will see it walking behind me or whatever, gives a shout. It's behind you. It's behind you.
Yeah, that's some hoodie. You look a bit like an astronaut there.
Yeah. It's service. You know, you gotta during international breaks, you gotta take up other sports, haven't you? It's getting to that point.
Good stuff. Right. Let's say hello to some people in the chat. A load of bored people. Let us know if you're enjoying your international breaks. But we are recording this on a Monday, so there's not long to go. Saturday deadline, 11 a.m. So we've still got a bit of time to plan. But let's say hello to a few people. We've got Steve Ricks. We've got Kev Cocaine. We've got Icars. We've got Joe Cook, Roberto, James, Mr. Fricker. Loads of repeat. You're all having chats among yourself here. Makes it hard work for me. Andy Barnett, Nobbles. Good evening, all. Very sociable bunch this evening. That chat's going a bit wild. Well, let's start off with, can you guys remember how you did last week? Tony, you're up first.
Yeah, I think I had a good one last week to a degree. Yeah, not bad. 87 points. Nice green arrow again, I think it was. Where am I? Where's the leaderboard?
Sorry, I didn't say hello to Ian. Hello, Ian.
Yeah, up to 2,700 now. It's going to be a challenge to remember the matches and what actually went on, but Roof's got me 3, Conza 6, Poro 6, Munoz, who was a transfer in, 10 points. Kudos did the business, finally got his first goal, which he's honestly every game he's been so close to scoring, so he's finally broken that duck. So I think he'll go on a bit of a run now. He's a good asset to have. Fernandez 5 points, tough fixture against Liverpool. So I'm happy enough with 5 from him. Reinders 4, Eze 7, Foden 4. My other transfer in, Voldemort, got me 10. Sweetly struck penalty that I was, as soon as he took it, I thought I scored at bar. I shit myself.
Mishit that, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I think he went a bit higher than what he thought. And Haaland, just a 9 points, double to 18 for captaincy, safe captain. Decent week, 87. Steady away, like I say, give me a green arrow, so happy enough with that to go. It's always good to go into the international break off the back of an all right week at least. If you have a crap week before international break, it's even worse. So yeah, not too bad.
Scott's got his Voltamada coffee cup there, haven't you?
Oh yeah, it's not mine. I just nick it. Not much of a Harry Potter fan, but I like this mug.
Hold on, someone just knocked on the door. Is it that spider?
Yeah, it's his mates. He's come for you.
What's that?
Or Voldemort.
I found it, yeah. Yeah, don't worry, I've got rid of
it. Where did you say you are overall? 2 points, I think.
2,700, yeah, 2.7k.
Decent. Take that. Have you got any Any thoughts? You two transfers left.
Yeah, do you know what? When me and Ben did the deadline, I was so hoping I could have just held them back. But to be fair, the two I brought in got me 20 points and price rises. So it was a good move. As much as I want more transfers, I find it tough every week to not have a bit of a shimmy around. Fernandez is currently flagged. Reinders, I think I'm going to give another chance, give another week. But the returning City lads like Cherky and Marmouche, it starts to play on your mind a little bit as you see what happened with Doku before international break. Been probably one of the best players in league and ends up on bench and only gets 20 minutes, I think, towards the end of the game, which is it's just the way it goes. And it wouldn't surprise me if that starts happening now with Foden and Reinders. Reinders has played a lot of minutes, so whether he starts to get a rest and he starts to bring them through. So I've got my eye on them. I do want players that are going to be hitting 80 minutes consistently.
It is all down. Squad game, isn't it? Even the Arsenal boys are seemingly quite hard to choose from as well. We'll move on to you, Ben.
Do we have to?
Is it a bad one for you again? You had a good one last week.
I keep having a good one, a bad one, a good one, a bad one, and it's not like consistent. You see the what do you call it? The line on my team on the website. It's like up and down, up and down. Yeah, so 56 points. Like Tony was saying, Doku got rested or whatever, put on the bench, brought off the bench 20 minutes. So I brought in Gordon, who got 2 points and got subbed early. So missed out the penalty shout. Ended up being Voltemada. So 50-50. I wasn't really interested in Voltemada, but Gordon was still my favourite pick. So I'm glad I've got him. And Lacroix come in. I was umming and ahhing about bringing Newcastle defenders in, but like Lewis Hall was back. Now he's not back, but he was back at the time. You got what's his name? Yeah. You got Botman's back as well. Yeah, and obviously Chow's been playing.
Was he the one you wanted, or you was looking at?
I was looking at Chow and I was looking at Trippier, and I was just like, which one's nailed? Like, but now Hull's definitely out. Livramento was out, so looks like the wing backs should be all right. Dan Burn, I think, should be safe now. I think Trippier should be safe for a little bit, but the centre backs are still going to be rotated between, unless they go to 5 at the back, which they have done in the past. But I don't think that they'll be 5 at the back consistently. So brought Lacroix in for the fixtures coming up, and he got 1 point. So he looks like he's going down in price, but I'm just going to keep him now. Roofs, 3 points. Romero, 2. Gusto, 5 points. Fernandez, 5. Doku, 1. Kudus, 14. Yeah, like Tony said, finally got a goal. Was overdue. Salah, 3. Watkins, 2. And Haaland, 18 points from a captain.
And what about you? What's your initial feeling this week?
I've got my transfers penciled in already. I'm thinking I'm going to go for Caicedo, bring him in for Watkins. Looks like he's going at 0.3. He's just getting points from every avenue, and he just literally ticking along. Just for even just tackles, 5 points a game. But yeah, he's getting the odd goal as well at the moment. And the goalie, I'd be happy to keep him for this week, to be honest. So I'm debating whether to just keep him for another week because he's not going down in price. But I like the look of, because he's 3 million now. I've done well out of him. He's gone up in price a lot.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Donnarumma at Man City, who's looking like he's going to go up in price as well. So I don't want thinking he might get away from me. Or Crystal Palace's Dean Henderson could be the shout as well, but he's not going to be going up in price. So I don't know if to just get 2 points, get 0.6 price rising because my team value isn't very good at the moment.
Yeah, I like that. That's the debate I'm having, that Donnarumma Henderson one. I think it was we did a live Q&A with our Patreon members over the break, and was it Walking Football? I think mentioned Donnarumma, and I weren't too sure at the start, but I was looking at Henderson. But yeah, it is tempting to get that price rise, isn't it?
Yeah.
The only thing I guess with the goalkeeping position, it's not one you're gonna probably keep buying, selling. So probably doesn't matter too much about the price change on the keeper, does it?
Yeah, I just think it's a good pick and stick. Like for 3.7 for a City goalie as well.
Yeah,
I know he's not going to play all the Carabao Cups and everything, but he's still solid, and
he's a great keeper, isn't he? The clean sheet chances feel like they go up a lot having him in goal.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then mine, I think mine was a red arrow this week, but I can't remember what my rank was the week before. Don't think it was a bad one though. 65 points for the week. So Rofes in goal as well, 3 points. Lacroix 1. Consa with the 6. Romero 2. Kudus 14. Phil Foden with 4. He's been a little bit disappointing since I brought him in. Anderson 5 points, but he's just so reliable, isn't he? That watching his bonus or PPM each game. Eze 7 with a great assist there. I think a few people had a bit of a dig at that one, but he missed a sitter himself. I went for Gordon, which again I think he's a fine pick, just because if he stayed on the pitch a bit longer, I think he would have taken that pen. Got a few Newcastle fans in the Discord who have shown us some videos already that he bigged himself up as a pen taker, and also said he was gutted that he came off early because he would have taken the pen. He actually said that, so I think he should still be on him. Well, I won't want to tell Voldemort that he's not having it though, would you? Salah with the 3 and Haaland with the 18 with the armband on. But yeah, for me, Salah is the big question mark for me this week. I mean, backing him for as long as possible, but I am starting to lose the faith a little bit, despite his couple of goals against Djibouti, wasn't it? Yeah, Tony, I might be asking for advice from you. How's it feel going into each game week not having him? Because that might be me soon.
It's since them last minute penalties that he got on and stuff. I think against Burnley he had one. Were it Madrid, Atletico Madrid, late show as well.
He was good in Atletico. It was the Bournemouth. He got a couple late ones, didn't he?
Yeah, sorry, Bournemouth as well. Other than that, it's not been that bad, Like, just look at his previous games now: 3 points, 1 point, 3 point. Did not play in Carabao and 6 points versus Everton. So last 5 games, he scored 13 points, and he's at 7 million.
3 losses now in a row for Liverpool. I think it might be.
Yeah, I think because early doors as well, like with these last minute goals, they weren't looking great at Liverpool. They got away with one at Newcastle, they got away with one at Burnley. All right, they battered Burnley all game, but just it hasn't quite clicked as well as it did last year, and he has looked very wasteful, really wasteful. I've never ever seen him like that. It's usually scary watching him when he collects the ball, and at the moment he's just every shot's going out for throw-ins. His passing range is off. It's a strange one. Lovely finish in midweek. Ben, that you put it in the group. Cracking finish. I joked that he's playing for a better team though. when he's playing for Egypt. So, but it's not been as scary as I thought. I'm doing all right without him. He's not a player who's on my radar. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So I'm not willing to throw the towel in and say, Salah's finished or anything like that.
No. There's
looking at some
got
of
to
the
happen, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, if it was Liverpool playing well and he was coming close, or the other way around like it was at the start of the season, but now it's starting to look like he's not playing so well and Liverpool aren't playing so well. Could all change over the break. I'm sure Slot's going to be planning and trying to figure out ways to make it work. But yeah, I'm considering it. I only made one transfer this week. Sorry,
just quickly in the defence as well, though, is that they've just gone to Crystal Palace, one of the informed teams in the country. It's always tricky, and they're a bloody good side, Palace, and so that's not losing 2-1 there is nothing. Going to Galatasaray is never easy for any team because it's like, I don't know, it's like going into Lions Den there, isn't it? So and then away at Chelsea, so they've had 3 tough away games back to back. It's not right Liverpool off yet, but like you say, if they were doing well and creating chances and playing well, then you probably have a little bit more leeway for Salah. But because Liverpool aren't playing well, he's not performing. I think ultimately he's starting to point towards getting rid.
I'm saying that it's not a Billy Big Balls. I'm going to sell Salah. I'm thinking of selling him and then possibly 12th man in him. But it's one of the questions we've got later, so I will save it. But yeah, I used one transfer this week, so I think mine was just Pedro to Gordon. Both scored the same, but obviously it was quite a nice price swing there. And so I've got 3 transfers to use. I know you said you'd like to have 3 transfers. You know what? Having more transfers, just more headaches.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Just more decisions to make. I thought, I can't wait for this. And now, even more to choose from.
Can always roll them again.
Yeah. Who's the first one to get to 6? Someone must have done it. Someone's probably not even looked at their team and smashing it.
Yeah.
Right. Let's move it on. So here we've got Ben's fixture ticker, which is available to our Patreon second level, second tier. I can never remember the name. Can you? Indispensable.
Second level, important player.
Important player. Yeah, you get this lovely fixture.
It's the old Champman thing when you give them contracts, the players' contracts. Indispensable player, important player, hot prospect.
Didn't play it.
You never played Champman?
I played Football Manager. Football Manager.
It's the same thing.
Didn't play Champman.
Champman's the original.
Yeah.
It's the original one.
The best.
You know, like FC 25 is split from FIFA now.
Yeah,
it's like that. Champman was the
people.
original and it's split away to Football Manager.
There you go. Learn something new every day. I'd heard of it, but I never played the Champman one. Anyway, what was I saying? Fixture ticker, Patreon. We're live with all of our Patreon members and YouTube channel members. If you do want to become a YouTube channel member, you just have to hit the join button. If you want to become a Patreon member, patreon.com/Dream Team Tonic. Get early access to the pods. Get to join us on these live streams. Ad-free listening.
Bosh.
Yeah. Take it away, Ben. What have we got going on over these next couple of game weeks?
Yeah, so only 2 weeks left of October. We've got Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea, Tottenham, and Palace that's still in the Carabao Cup and still in Europe. Villa and Forest only have 3 fixtures this month because they're out of the Carabao Cup. So, yeah, decent double game week for Liverpool, I think, with Man United at home and Frankfurt away. Man City got Everton at home, Villarreal away, who are doing all right, actually. They're third in La Liga. Arsenal have Fulham away, Atletico Madrid at home. Newcastle got Brighton away, Benfica at home. Chelsea have Forest away, Ajax at home. Tottenham have Villa at home and Monaco away. Aston Villa have Tottenham away and go ahead Eagles. Tempting to hold Watkins for that one, but you never know if he's going to even play because he didn't play the first game, did he, in the Europa League? He's come off the bench.
Marlon's the main man now, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 goals in the last match. And we've got Forest, we've got Chelsea at home and Porto at home. And Palace have Bournemouth at home and AEK Larnaca. Decent second game there for the Palace.
And Chelsea's run's looking quite nice. So you considering more Chelsea? You've both got Chelsea players in your team already, haven't you? I've got none at the minute.
You bringing Pedro back in?
I may. At least that game week 9, Sunderland Wolves looks all right, doesn't it? But you don't know who they'll field against Wolves. I think he'll be all right. And he didn't go away with Brazil. But he has still got that suspension, hasn't he?
Yeah. So he's missing the Ajax game, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I think Arsenal fixtures look good. City look good. It's the Liverpool ones that is the reason why I'm not convinced about holding Salah. I think this Man United Frankfurt looks all right. He does well against United usually, doesn't he? And then Frankfurt have been conceding. What do you think about game week 9? Because that is one of the only things I'm not sure about. Because if I do set him, I'm wondering if he does play both that week, where Crystal Palace have obviously just done them anyway.
Done them twice this season, haven't they?
Yeah, and if they need to get a bit of momentum going. I know he was rested, or they rested a lot for the Carabao last time, but Palace will probably go strong.
Yeah, surely he's got to go strong against Palace in the Carabao Cup because
I can see him going strong.
Yeah, they've shown them they're a good side. They've beat them in the Community Shield and beat them in the league this year. So yeah, I think they should go strong, but we don't know. You could say that Salah's probably got the better fixtures in game week 9 than to Haaland, haven't you? With Villa away. And will Haaland play the Swansea game?
That might be one that you want to keep hold of Foden just in case. I know it's still a couple of weeks off of, but
yeah,
it's a hard one.
Yeah, I like Arsenal's double game week. Palace at home and Brighton at home in the Carabao Cup. Saka played in the Carabao Cup last round, didn't he?
Yeah, now I don't know if that was because he was sort of building the minutes up or not, coming back from injury. But again, Brighton are a team that always
do well
cause us problems. Yeah, they're always a team that cause us problems. So I do wonder whether it might be because you look at that and you could play Crystal Palace, and I know you're not going to rest Saka for Burnley, but you got Brighton, then you've got Burnley, Slavia, and Sunderland. Like, could he get reduced minutes maybe here or there? It's a hard one. I was going to ask you guys what you thought about maybe if we treated this as like a little bit of a captaincy matrix, for example, because obviously it's a bit like perma captain Haaland at the minute. But what are you thinking if you were looking at captaincy there? Because the game week 9 one is the tricky one for the captaincy, I think.
Yeah, because you're always trying to find somebody who's going to play both.
Yeah,
the chances are Haaland doesn't.
But then could Villa just play a high line and Haaland just batter him anyway?
Yeah, he could do enough damage in that one game, couldn't he? Did he get a hat-trick again this international game week?
Yeah, I think he did.
He's absolutely on it, isn't he? He's playing so well that he could do damage in that game, especially if Villa still haven't properly woke up out their slumber. It is a tough week. We always see it because of the Carabao. You'd like to think that Newcastle will go strong, and they've got 2 home fixtures. So the likes of Gordon, I think you said earlier, Scott could be a captaincy option.
I think that might have been Ben. I think that might have been Ben.
Ben,
Yeah.
sorry. He's a bit. He could be a captaincy option in 9. With the 2 home games, very possibly. Newcastle obviously went so long without winning a trophy, and then they're going to want to defend that. So yeah, it's tricky because you try to find that doubler, but a lot of times, I still think Haaland's captaincy would be very high.
You've got Voltemada. Would you captain him that week over Haaland?
No, only because so Voltemada for me was more of a not a stroke of genius. It was more I couldn't get to Gordon because of my formation. So if I had Gordon, I would be more likely to captain Gordon over Haaland rather than Voltemada. I won't be able to do it because at this moment in time, if Gordon's on the pitch, I know he's not taking penalties, so he's got to score to get the points, which he's doing. To be fair, he looks a handful. He's a bloody good player. To be fair, I really like him. Yeah, not over Haaland in one game even.
Is there an argument for Max captain, or is it just not quite as good as an FA Cup weekend? Or
I think there is a good argument for it. If you can get 3 or 4 of your players getting minutes in that second game, you could get a decent score from it. I don't think I'll be doing it. I think I'll just be going.
And I think you'd still want Salah in your team if you're going to do it.
I think you've got to, just in case he does go off. He's still on penalties. He's still getting the minutes there. Although he got rested, was it the Carabao Cup the last round?
Got rested Carabao Cup last round and got rested for Galatasaray in the Champions League.
Now, whether that is performance based, because we were saying like we've watched some of these games and really not known how he's not been hooked off the pitch. It's confused me. Although he is more Salah and he can do something special at any point, but yeah, is he safe for the doubles now, or is this the transition? Is this the look? We've spent a hell of a lot of money on a lot of attacking talent. We're going to have to start this transition now away from Mo Salah, maybe.
Anything to add, or should we move on to the questions?
Yeah, just I like the Chelsea double as well. With Sunderland at home and Wolves away, could be a good
stronger than we thought, didn't they? In the cup, they had a few names that you wouldn't have thought would start and still did.
Yeah, Enzo played and all that. He plays most of the time, but he, like I say, he's flagged something about fluid in his knee. Currently away on international duty.
They're all bunking
He's been
off,
sent home
haven't they?
early, hasn't he?
Yeah,
It might have just been a ploy then, because obviously that Puerto Rico game is quite late on, isn't it? It's like a 1 a.m. job, our time, and some dodgy bloody. Yeah.
Probably a dodgy bung from Chelsea. I'll get him back here for the game.
That's it. A few brown envelopes are flown around, aren't they?
It does seem like a few of the teams are trying to be on a. I don't know.
It's only a friendly.
It seems like the club country. There's quite a few like clubs at the moment that are on a good relationship. Like Haaland, wasn't it job done for them, and he's not played the second game. Enzo's coming back. Chelsea didn't send some of their players that weren't 100%. It does feel like this international break, a few of them have just said, "Oh, if it's not a big game."
Yeah, and that's what it should be.
Cool. Right. Some listener questions or questions from our Patreon community. Nobbles up first. Almost missed this one because it was kind of before the international break, but after the game week ended. So I quickly chucked that one in. So do you ever go back over your podcasts after the game week to see how your advice went?
Never.
What about you, Ben? You do
Yeah.
sometimes, don't you? Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, because I'll listen. Sometimes I listen to podcasts, at work or whatever, and I'll see it on the feed, and I think, oh, I'll just click on it and listen to how it went last week. But not every week, like listen to it back. But yeah. What about you?
And you think what great takes?
And I go, oh, see that? What a great shout that was.
No, I don't often listen back, actually, to be fair. Sometimes if we do odd edits or anything like that, you kind of have to do straight after. Twice is enough. Yeah, sometimes I'll re-listen over like to our live stream. Like I listened to you guys doing the deadline stream as well the other day when I couldn't make that. But yeah, not after the game week usually.
No, it's usually you want to forget about that.
Yeah.
No, I gauge it like this. If I don't get any abuse in the inbox about how badly a decision went, then we've done all right.
Or our takes just weren't strong enough. Too much sitting on the fence.
Nah, you can't sit on the fence, can you?
No, let's ramp it up. For our takes on this one, let's ramp it up so that we do get some people bite back.
Salah's finished.
Yeah, Salah's finished. Are we sleeping on Newcastle defence?
No, they're in my thoughts. I think they've got a good run, haven't they? Newcastle. Yeah, I don't mind the run of fixtures. They've got a nice run of fixtures. That Thiaw is up the part, coming very, very comfortable. And then you've got Trippier, who's obviously back in the side, set piece menace, good for points. So they're the two that I have got on my radar.
The Trippier thing, I was talking to Connor about this earlier, because I did notice earlier in the season he wasn't taking as many of the set pieces, and Tonali has started taking some of the corners. Now, I don't know if he's just like a Declan Rice wannabe. He's seen these sort of defensive-minded defenders taking corners and think, oh yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Scholesy said that he's Premier League midfielder, didn't he?
Yeah, I've seen that. It's his favourite player.
Yeah.
So now he's just probably stuck a few grand on himself to assist.
First assist.
So now he wants some corners.
Pound shot, Pirlo.
Here we go. Now we're going to get a few messages.
No, I like Tonali. He's a good player. He is a good player.
Or bookie shot, Pirlo.
The point I was making, though, I think Trippier maybe his assist threat maybe has dipped, or his bonus maybe not as much as it would have been, but 3.9 I think is quite good.
Yeah, he's a decent value, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that price is still pretty good. Their defense has been good though, hasn't it? Like I was looking and there's I think 6 clean sheets. Or 6 clean sheets is the most one of their players got. I think someone might have subbed off and banked a clean sheet, so it isn't the whole team. I think that might have been burnt. But yeah, in the Premier League, they're top for clean sheets now and second best for XG conceded, if you believe in any of that stuff. But
definitely, that's a load of rubbish as well.
Utter woke nonsense. But they've got no defender. After all that, they've got no defender in the top 10 defenders in the game at the moment. So that's what's making it a bit tricky. But it's because all the defenders are doing so well for attacking returns. So I was thinking, how has Burn done so well when he's not even in the top 10? There's 7 of the top 10 defenders have got 2 or more attacking returns.
Yeah.
At this point of the season already.
Yeah, they're flying.
And 5 of them have got 3 attacking returns plus. So yeah, I don't know if they're quite as good as some of the other ones from the likes of like Arsenal, for example.
Yeah.
Or Munoz. You reckon you might go back to Chow, Ben, or do you reckon that ship has sailed?
I'm more interested in the wing backs now because I just think there's less competition. Trippier and Dan Burn.
I'd have loved Hall, but he just can't.
Yeah.
Don't seem to stay fit, does he?
Yeah, it looks like he's out till November now.
Yeah.
End of November. Yeah, so I do like Trippier the most out of all of them. Chow's good price. I think is he 3.5.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a bit of funds to raise some funds for other places, could be.
You would say Trippier's worth the 0.4 more, though, wouldn't you? If you can stretch there. Yeah, I think it's a good pick. I think it's a good option. It's just picking it feels harder. Oh, here's some time for another hot take. What do you think of bringing in Donnell Marlon from Aston Villa? This is from Ian. Seen a bit of love for Donnell Marlon in our Discord.
Not for me.
Yeah, not for me. I can see him doing well in this game week against Go Ahead Eagles.
Who?
Playing back in the Netherlands against them. But yeah, they've got a single game week the next week after that against Man City. So, and then it's Liverpool after that. So, yeah, probably not for me. Tottenham's a tough game as well. In this game week, it's more just targeting that Europa League game, but you can't nail who's going to start, especially with the rotation. So, yeah, not for me.
It's a unanimous no. I think at two. I just think can you honestly say you're picking him for any other reason than he's done well last week? 16 points, got a brace. Obviously, if you went there, that's great. But I think you're only picking him if you're skint, aren't you? And trying to build a bit of budget because his points for this season, it's like a mic check. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's his points this season. He's not even started consecutive matches this season either. And we saw what he did in pre-season. He was doing really well in pre-season. We thought he was going to be a good option, but just bins him, don't he? I just don't think you can trust Emery.
Yeah.
Can have a good game and then end up benching him. So it's a no from me as well. But yeah, he says he feels he may do well if Villa give him an extended run of games, but that's what I just don't trust him to give him.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Whose games are better this week? Haaland or Salah?
Haaland. I mean, Frankfurt have conceded 6 goals in 2 Champions League games. In the league, they've conceded something like 16 goals in 9 games. So there's definitely goals there for Liverpool. It's who gets them. They've got so much talent. Obviously, they're on a little bit of a tricky run, but I can see that definitely switching around this week. I think they'll beat United. I think they'll beat Frankfurt. I think it's a dangerous week to get rid of Salah to avoid the drop, unless you do the plan of the 12th man, which I think is a question coming up. But I like the City. I like the City fixtures there. Home to Everton. I think Haaland will get a couple. Away at Villarreal, he'll probably fill his boots as well.
What do you think, Ben? Liverpool versus City, Salah versus Haaland.
On paper, Liverpool have a better double game week for me. Like Tony was saying, Frankfurt's a bit shaky, United's a bit shaky, and Liverpool seem to do well against them. Everton at home, City should do them there, and Villarreal have been doing well this year, but I think you've got to go with a form, man. You know, Haaland's on fire, even if Salah's not doing so well. So I want Salah for this game week, no doubt, but I think Haaland's the captain out of them two.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, to be honest. I think they're very close in terms of who's got the best fixtures. But then you do just side with the guy in form, don't you? I think out of the two. Number 3 from Ian, is Munoz worth bringing in now, even though he's very expensive? That's why you're bringing in Marlon, so you can afford Munoz.
Yeah, I picked the ball. Obviously, brought Munoz in last week, 5.6 million. Well, he went up once, so you're 5.5. Straight away, 10-pointer, money well spent. Good team, good fixtures. He's such an attacking player. I mean, I wouldn't even call him a wing back. I'd probably call him a right winger.
Yeah,
he's so far forward. Look at his positions on pitch. He's got a proper engine on him. He's a Rolls Royce. He plays a hell of a lot of money, a hell of a lot of minutes, and the yards he must get through must be unreal. Worth every penny, I think.
And you'll be surprised when a game finally comes along where he does miss out or does get rested. You'd actually genuinely be surprised. Where if you picked, I don't know, an Arsenal defender, you'd probably think, okay, he's going to get a bench in the Carabao or something like that. But the Munoz one, you just don't ever really see it coming, do you? He just always seems to play.
Yeah, I think he plays unless he's injured.
Yeah, I'm considering him. What about you, Ben?
yeah, I'd love him in my team. But I think I'd go to like Timber or Gabriel first, just for budget wise. But if he was cheaper, he'd be the first player in my defense, definitely. Just I can't quite afford him yet.
That's a struggle I've had. I looked at a combo of having Calafiori, Timber, and Henderson. I think it might have been that works. But if I wanted, ideally, I'd want to have like Timber, Munoz, and then I probably wouldn't have Henderson. I'd probably go Donnarumma in that case because I'm already on the quad. But that was 0.1 out to do it that way. So I'm probably going to have to hold off from someone, I think. Or it could be Calafiori plus Munoz, but...
Is that through selling Salah?
Through selling Salah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got higher average points than Salah at the moment, Munoz. Yeah, I think he's a very, very good pick. He's just trying to fit him in it because that price, it's expensive and it's getting more.
Yeah.
Here we go. We've got to it. Roberto, 12th man Salah this week. Is it a good choice?
Go on, Ben.
Yeah, definitely. If you haven't got Salah, get him in for this one. I think this is a good choice. Like I was just saying, United, he loves playing against them. I mean, it's not in the best of form, but I think he'll get chances. And if you're selling Salah, I think it's a good opportunity to bring him in. So you don't lose the price rise. I mean, was he going down 0.3? Do you reckon?
It says 0.2.
Right.
On not only FPL.
Yeah, so you won't lose that, and then you can keep him for one more week, basically, as your extra man. So I think it's a good little way of using it.
Yeah, I'm seriously considering doing it, but I must say, it does feel a little bit of a cop out, doesn't it? A little bit like. It's like playing one of your boosters in a really defensive way, isn't it? It's like, I'm taking him out because I don't think he's good enough.
Yeah,
but then I'm bringing him back in. Like
it's sitting on the fence, isn't it?
It's exactly that. So yeah, I don't really like how that sort of feels, but I also do think, like, as an ownership play, I think there were a few people that. Well, there was obviously people like yourself that didn't have him at all. But then some people slowly started to sell him. I feel like there was quite a big sale of Salah last week.
Yeah.
I think there'll be more this week. But he's still around 40-odd%. Now it might drop down to about 30, but even at 30, it's a lot. But I think if you just like delay it a little bit, get his points, and then do it the week after, it could be okay. But yeah, it does feel defensive.
Do you not think that his ownership is staying relatively high? Are you checking that against the top 1K? Was that,
Yeah, what do you
overall?
think at the moment? Because I checked it against both. I'll bring it up now while we're looking at it. But it was about 40 overall. Didn't know really whether to check the top 1K yet.
Only to get the basis of, so there'll be a lot of people that put him in at the start and have never looked at the team again. So there'll be a percentage of that isn't a threat to you anyway, because the people that aren't active with the teams, if you get what I mean, it just means he's just sat there. So he might never get the low 20%
overall, and 41.7 top 1K. So actually more in the top 1K.
Surprising.
But yeah, I do think it feels a little bit of a boring way to play it. But then the benefits are you kind of dodge the price drop. You've got the insurance policy of this week. The only downside is obviously if he does really well, do you then panic? Do you then panic and feel like you've got to get him back, or do you stick to your guns? I'm thinking trying to stay up until around sort of the fixture ticket here don't go up to it, but around 12, game week 12 or 13. Game week 12 is Forest PSV. Obviously, if Forest is still looking dodgy, that could be a good week. But 13 is West Ham Sunderland double. So I think that could be a time to maybe get him back.
Oh, but is it not a case of you'd be looking at Isak then, or Gakpo, Ekatike, Gravenberch is doing really well. There's these players that are doing well, and they're not as much as Salah.
I can't help but think it's a low upside chip, isn't it? Really, like we've had some shockers.
12 man. I mean, you can end up with a 2-pointer. You can end up with a Kev De Bruyne, can't you? You just don't play the second game.
Surely Salah 12th man this week ain't going to be as bad as some of the ones we've had.
It can't be.
The last couple of seasons.
It can't be. Like I say, he's one of them chips that can just go disastrously wrong. But it doesn't cost you too much in the long run.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't like it. I dreamt at the start of the season that I'd be fielding a front four with my 12th man of Isak and Salah and Haaland and Gyökeres. No strikers anymore. Where are they all?
Voldemort.
I have all the striker signings. He's the man, isn't he, at the moment?
Yep.
Any good game weeks you found to use the other boosters?
My honest answer is I'm not looking and contemplating it. So I wouldn't, unless you want to ask an outright week, I'm not looking at it at all. If you want to say, oh, he's 16 good for a booster, I'll give you an honest answer, but I'm not looking because I don't want to look. I want to play my boosters in the second half of the season, and I'm being pretty firm on that. So I'm trying not to go, do you know, I'd be tempting a goal boost in there.
Yeah.
What about you, Ben?
12th man, like we've just been saying about Salah, I think is a good week. Also, I like Mateta this week against Bournemouth and Larnaca, but it's risky because they might end up playing Nketiah instead in the Larnaca game. Saka, I wish I have him, and it's, if you like, this is a good time to use it because you haven't got the budget, so you can bring someone like the big guns in. Bring a Saka in 6.1 million. So he's got Fulham and Atletico Madrid at home. Max captain, I think I'm still thinking FA Cup third round, and maybe bring in someone a bit different. See if they can get a high score, and if they do well, then the captain will go on them. And goal bonus, I'm thinking game week 13 at the minute. So you got Liverpool, have got West Ham and Sunderland. Man City's got Leeds and Fulham. Arsenal's got Chelsea and Brentford. Newcastle's got Everton, Tottenham. Yes, Chelsea's got Arsenal, Leeds. So they've got one good fixture. Tottenham's got Fulham, Newcastle. So basically, it's a double game week for Premier League teams. I think if Salah's back in form, could be a good captaincy there, or even Haaland with the Leeds and Fulham. So they'll get the points boosted as well on the booster. So I think I had Haaland last year, and he got a few goals on the goal boost, and it shot us back up quite a lot.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at the moment. I always prefer the Prem doubles than the European ones, but yeah, I'm gonna fast forward to another question we've got because it sort of feeds in. But Nobbles said in previous pods you mentioned goal bonus game week 13, but firstly, do you build a team of goal scorers to optimize the booster, or do you go with the team that you've got at the time? And then secondly, given that big at the back seems more popular at the moment, are you likely to wait for a time the forwards scoring more goals again, i.e. Salah? Just play it anyway. Because yeah, that's an issue. I'm looking
Really
at a
good
team.
point.
I've got a team. I'm looking at a team that's probably going to just have Haaland up front and get rid of Salah.
Yeah, it's a really good point. I think you'd be right to watch the first half of the season. There's so many questions, like all these questions we've had over the last 3-4 weeks. Like, is Gyökeres on penalties or is Saka? Now we've found out Gordon's on penalties for Newcastle. There's things that are still unraveling in these early stages of the season that you want to be clear when you go and attack. That is probably one of the most powerful chips you've got, or boosters. So it's one that you want to use properly and use well. So I think it's very much wait till players are firing, wait till you know the whole story, and go from there. I think it's very wise to do that. I don't think it's something you've got to rush into. But I do. The fact that 13's a double Premier League week is always a bonus because you usually get a more consistent selection in the teams. So
yeah, there's a lot of disrespect in the cup going on, like Salah getting benched against Galatasaray, for example. Like you probably didn't see that coming.
Nope.
And Arsenal had a pretty questionable lineup the last time out as well. So, and then if you save it for the more crunch games, then do you really want to play your strikers against a Real Madrid or a Juve or someone when you know that they're going to go stronger? You don't want to do it that way either, do you? So,
no.
Yeah, I think teams are willing to risk it a little bit in this early Champions League phases. Like dropping a point here and there is not the worst thing, but when the title or the race for European football is so tightly contested, I don't think people will be taking the mickey a little bit in the Prem.
No, like I say, it's early doors in Champions League and stuff, but imagine the panic stations that happen when, so say Liverpool rest a few at Frankfurt and get turned over there, then all of a sudden it's like, Jesus Christ. Now we're going to be having to capture our points against some of the bigger sides. You can put them very much on the back foot. And we know how important it is through the seeding and stuff to be able to finish within that top 8. You avoid another fixture. You get a fixture against a so-called lesser team who's finished lower down. There's all that importance. Resting players, even for the first game or the second game, I think it's craziness. Just get your points on the board. What you doing?
Muted, Ben.
It don't help last year when PSG just tossed off the group stages and then started trying at the end, and they go on and win it.
Yeah.
So it just proves you don't need to like field a strong team at the early stages.
But it does make it. It did make their journey then harder. If you obviously come lower, you're going to be playing somebody who's come higher. And I know the way it ended up, you ended up with quite a few teams, the bigger hitters, in the lower arches of the league. But
They had to play Liverpool, didn't they? And they won the group stage.
yeah, and that is where it can end up troublesome. But that's troublesome for. I mean, it's harsh on Liverpool that they've had to play PSG.
Yeah.
But also, PSG have had to play Liverpool, so it's not an advantage for PSG. It's made it harder for them. They've had to play the top side or the person that won it. I just think you should be taking it seriously from the off, and just get into the best position.
Some quick fire-ish questions. Bees knees, leave roofs or replace with cells?
I'd leave Roofs in this week.
Yeah. Leave Roofs got good fixture, and Sells is out the cup anyway, so I just leave it for now.
Forest are struggling.
Yeah, and just really messed
Tough
that one up,
fixtures.
hasn't it?
Not good. Not
Another Forest related. Leave Williams or replace with Pino or Kamada? Pina Kamada.
Yeah, I'll have a Pina Kamada.
That's a team name, isn't it? Has that been done?
Well, you've just invented one. Jim Daly, we're nicking that.
Yeah, I'll give him that one.
I don't mind Pino. I would move Williams onto Pino.
Yeah, he's looked good. Again, Williams, he's a good attacking outlet, but he's playing in an Ange side, and they can't keep a clean sheet. So you're losing one avenue of your points. So yeah, I'd switch up. Pino out of them two as well.
I want to say Kamada, but I don't know. He had a good spell, didn't he? With Wharton, maybe when Wharton was out for a couple as well. But I think he played a little bit more, possibly. I don't know how that might affect it. But he has been scoring well, Kamada. So I would slightly go Kamada, I think. But yeah, Pino looks a player. I think he might have scored for Spain yesterday, possibly.
Yeah,
Well,
I think he did.
He does look a good player.
Yeah, could be a good signing. Leave Foden, rotation risk with Marmoush coming back, or replace with Saka?
I think if you can do Foden straight to Saka, it's a no-brainer.
Agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably leave Foden. I've got the money. The moves I'm looking at making has left me the get out of going Foden to Saka the week after. So it's definitely on my mind. But I don't know. I feel like it's maybe too early to sell Foden, possibly. He has free transfers. He can do all of the above. So would you do all of them? We all said no to Ropes anyway, didn't we? So
yeah, I won't do the keeper move, but the other two, if your budget allows, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea though of you sell Williams and then get Sells. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't get Sells.
Out of the frying pan into the fire, as they say.
Yeah, it seems a bit pointless if you was doing that.
I'd try and get Donnarumma or Henderson.
Roof's he's got a nice fixture, Roofs.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if he gets another 10-pointer and you're going to, we might have to hold him for another week here.
Would you rather keep Foden if you could have the money then to do Roofs to Donnarumma or Henderson?
See, I'm keeping
the
Roofs
the
this
anti-keeper.
Yeah, I don't like moving him around anyway, but I just think he's cracking fixture. I can very much see Sunderland keeping a clean sheet at home to Wolves. I'm happy. Obviously, if he concedes a couple, it might be that next week I make a keeper move. But this week, I'd keep hold of him. Keep hold of him. It
It's
could be
kind
one
of
of them that you take out, put cells in.
like Sells
Luke-
last year.
Yeah, and Roofs gets his clean sheet against Wolves, and you're kicking yourself thinking, why have I done that? Why have I put an Ox Forest keeper in? Because he's got 2 fixtures, basically.
It's
But as we
after
know-
that Wolves game it gets a bit horrible, and I'd kind of like to go out on good terms with Roves. He's been a nice guy. I don't want to sell him, end up hating him.
Yeah, and that's why you keep him for the Wolves game and then ditch him before the Chelsea
Then
game.
ditch him. Thanks for the memories, Roves.
Yeah, he'll be
Joe,
remembered.
hold Gordon for his 0.3 drop/flop. I think he's down as a 0.2, but it could be a 0.3, couldn't it? Or swap to Ismail Sarr for the rise and hold Sarr. It's a good pick.
I like Sarr. I don't, but he's not on penalties. Gordon's not a bad pick, all of a sudden. He's not. Yeah, he's going to drop in price, but they've got a good run of fixtures, Newcastle, and you're talking about the penalty taker, who only last week was hot property. He could very easily have been on that pitch still when they got that penalty, and we're talking about. We wouldn't even be discussing it, would we? He's just have you got Gordon? Are you bringing him in? Kind of thing. I wouldn't move him. I won't move him. Definitely not. Sarr has got a nice week this week, to be fair. If you can get to him with another transfer, I won't mind it this week. But then, game week 9, Arsenal, Liverpool away, it's tough.
Joe's in the chat.
It
I think it's reactionary in it, taking Gordon out now.
is. We're all guilty of it at points. We all do it.
Price changes aside, you wouldn't do it, would you? I don't think. There wasn't that extra pressure on you each time.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think if on not only FPL, if it was saying, predicted price rise or drop was 0, staying the same, you're not even discussing taking Gordon out. Penalty taker for a team playing well with good fixtures.
He's got Spurs in game week 9.
They are. Easy.
Agree, Ben?
Yeah, I wouldn't take him out. Like you say, if you take the price rising out of the equation, he's a good captain for the game week after in game week 9. So, and he's on, like you say, he's on pens, so I'll be keeping him.
He's only dropping back down to what you bought him for, ain't he, basically?
Yeah, more or less.
Here's Joe. Lee Hooper. Not much going on in attacking sense other than Haaland. Is it time to go big at the back? I'm staring at a 4-5-1 in my team. If you take the 12th man, Salah out the equation. What are you thinking? You've got 3 strikers at the moment, haven't you?
Yeah, but I'm definitely moving Watkins on, and I don't think I want another striker. I do like Mateta, but he's not going up in price, so probably going to bring in a midfielder. I'm just playing around with it there. I was like thinking, I could bring in Munoz or Timber if I do keep the keeper. Do it that way, but yeah, I mean it probably is short term, but you probably could go 5 at the back with Timber and Munoz having good weeks this week.
It's mad, isn't it? To even think. It felt like there was too many strikers, didn't there, to choose from at the start of the season?
Yeah.
Like you could have picked 4 if you wanted to.
Yeah, they're points monsters, Timber and Munoz.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a little spell possibly until someone like an Isak or a Gyökeres starts to fire. Yeah, I could do with a sixth midfielder this week. I wanted to try and fit Saka into my into my team, but I've got
12th man.
What's that?
12th man.
You get 12-man Saka instead of Salah. Could do.
Then you have 6 midfielders.
Big at the back, Tony?
Well, I mean, I from the start, I invested funds into my back line. Where did I start? I started with Porro. I think I've had Porro from the start.
You've got 2 big hitters there, haven't you? Porro, Munoz.
Yeah, Munoz. Previously, where did I go? I had Nori before his injury. So he were another one who were probably more expensive than the norm.
He's going to be back on the radar, by the way, isn't he? Because he's due back now.
Yeah.
Only 4.1 as well. Now some of those like the Conces and the Romeros have bumped up to 4 million and moved from like the Qua Romero concert to Ait Nori for the same price feels lovely, really. Because Ait Nori felt too expensive to start the season to me.
Yeah. Obviously, when you've got your favourite players, aren't you? And you know, even if it's
and you're a City fan as well, aren't you? So
yeah, I'm not, but it's Ait Nori. I'd have loved for it to be Cunha that went to City, to be fair, but yeah, just having them little favourites. Ait Nori is one of them where he's great on the eye. He's great to watch. He's good for points. He's been good for points in a struggling Wolves side. So him going to City, I thought he's gonna fill his boots there. Like being able to play, I mean, as attacking, if not more attacking, whilst City are in having more possession, more shots on target, more chances created. So yeah, I went big with him initially, and not having Salah allowed that. That was the only thing about not having Salah was I was allowed to spread my funds a bit more. So having 2 Porro and Ait Nori, 2 attacking defenders. Ait Nori didn't go too well. He got a few decent little.
He's unlucky. There was two injuries, weren't there? I think.
Yeah, they were like a slight one that he come back from, and then obviously this more serious one that took him out for a while now. So I went to Munoz last week. Kept Porro because usually the natural move would have been to go off one big hitter and put the funds into Munoz, but I didn't have to because I've still got the funds knocking around. So now I've got Porro and Munoz. My transfers this week are actually looking at bringing in Timber as well as Porro and Munoz and Trippier. And when I look at them back 4,
part of the bus,
I mean, they'd be perfect for that. Like they're all got attacking intent. They've got everything in the locker there. They're playing for the big sides. Good clean sheet potential. So it is a little bit big at the back.
The only thing I'd say is that I don't know if it's like the game. I don't particularly think the game has changed or anything. I kind of just feel like it's who's on form and who's not at the moment. Like all the defenders seem to be flying, and there's all these new striker signings that aren't particularly clicking, other than Lord Voldemort.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to take much. Like João Pedro's fixtures are looking good again.
Yep.
I still think it hasn't happened for Gyökeres, but I still think that with Burnley and Sunderland coming up, he's going to be on the menu soon.
This is where it ties in, doesn't it? To do you wait? Was it Nobles who said about do you wait until the strikers hit form again? And it makes complete sense because your defenders aren't going to be scoring goals every week. They're not going to be getting attacking returns every week. When you play a goal booster, you want to have a front 7, whether that's 4 midfielders, 3 attackers, or 5 midfielders, 2 attackers, and you want penalty takers, you want people on form, and then good fixtures. And there'll be a sweet spot somewhere. You might wait around for all those things to combine, and you might have to just go desperate with just any double game week like a lot did the other year, and it absolutely paid off. But yeah, I think that's a lot to be said. Is at the minute the defender's the hot property, but no sooner have you gone 4 or 5 at back, you'd be desperate to get Isak in, or Gyökeres has all of a sudden started banging a few at bottom corner, and there's a clamber for him.
He won't take much either. Like I know, like Arsenal, for example, like Calafiori or Timber. Arsenal are keeping. I know a clean sheet isn't as good points wise as a goal, but it's not far off. Like they're going clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet. Like, and no one's really going goal, 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 goal.
That's it. Yeah, there's only Haaland who's on fire.
Yeah, and then those defenders are at the moment still scoring goals or getting bonus or getting assists. So
yeah,
I think it will switch up.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of the defenders with between 10 and 20 points holes each week, going up 0.3. Yeah, big at back. It is a thing. I'm looking at it for this week. I'm looking at Timber and Trippier in at the minute. Price-wise, I think that's removing Konza, and unfortunately, probably Foden. I don't really want to get rid of Foden. I don't want to do it. But with the Odegaard news, Eze is a little bit more nailed. And it's just that safety of, like, look, I've got 2 City, Reinders and Haaland. Reinders might be the one that gets rotated. He might move Foden into that position and put Reinders on bench. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, you just got to try and get as many minutes as you can. And City's never safe, especially when you've got 2 players of the quality that Cherki and Marmoush have as well.
I wonder with Cherki and Marmoush coming back, whether they do just kind of have one eye on Swansea. You know, give the guys coming back Swansea maybe. Give them minutes off the bench for the next 2-3 games. I can't imagine them all being thrown in this early, but
it's not all the way.
Andy's got a different one for us here, so he always has. Let's imagine you haven't paid your TV license and you're going to court this Friday. Your solicitor has told you to take toiletries and a change of clothes, etc., to court because you're probably getting a custodial sentence and won't be back out until the day before game week 15 begins. As you won't have access to the internet until you get out, what transfers will you make to your own team this week? Keep in mind you'll have 6 transfers when you get out.
It's a good question, isn't it? I like it. I like the wording of it. It's pretty funny.
I'm just glad mine's paid up.
Again, we're talking. I mean, that's a long period to game week 15, just before Christmas.
So Salah's there until the week after. AFCON 16, isn't it?
Yeah.
How'd you answer that?
I think I'd still do what I'm doing. I'd still go. I'd probably drop into a 4-4-2, and play in the form, and just hoping that while I'm away in prison, nothing much changes with the way that the game's being set out. All these strikers keep firing blanks, and defenders are racking up the points. That's all you can do, and we play the game that's in front of you.
What about you, Ben?
I'll tell you what would be doing is definitely keeping Salah if I'm in prison for 6 weeks, whatever it is. Because it could soon change next week, couldn't it? And he's back.
Definitely.
And then you've left him, you took him out, and then he's gone bang, 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 bang. So, yeah, I'm leaving him in. Probably just do the same transfers I'm doing, like Tony said, same transfers. And then when you come out, mini wild card with me, 6 transfers. Or whatever it is.
How often do you get your phone call? It could be like the old school dream team where you call in and make your transfers.
It could, mate. It could.
Call your missus. All right, love. Get the dream team app.
Yeah, forget about you. I've got the Sun newspaper here. It's code 506, swapping for code 12.
I'll be giving tips out to get better lunch. Yeah, Arsenal block for me. That'll do. Diamond Geezer. Really undecided what to do. Got 3 transfers to use. Rofes, Cash, Williams, Romero, Gordon, Kudus, Enzo, Doku, Salah, Bowen, Haaland. 0.1 budget. Which of these options do you like the best? I'm not going to read them all out. They're on screen. Can you see them?
I can see him.
I've already named 11 names there. Can't do another.
Two of the options have Sam out.
The bottom one, Bowen, Doku, Romero to Eze, Sarr, Calafiori. I think Doku and Romero are still good picks.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think I'd take them out.
Won't go anywhere near them. I think you're going to be looking at Williams. Williams out. Cash, I don't mind. He's scoring well. Cash, still. Bowen. This is the thing. You still got Bowen and you got. I know it's 2 singles, but Brentford and Leeds. Brentford at home, Leeds away. There's points there for Bowen.
Yeah,
Definitely. And you in a strange way, you don't want to have Bowen. You don't want that headache. You shouldn't have Bowen now. But because you have, you put yourself in a position where he's not the worst of holds.
People in that predicament with Semenyo this week as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
He keeps doing well, and it's just the single.
Yeah, tough fixture for Bournemouth. Crystal Palace, obviously, and yeah, I think
I like the second one. Gakpo, Saka, Timber.
I think it's probably the most powerful.
But what do you, if you're selling Salah, are you
Would you
bothered
bring
about
in-
getting Gakpo in?
Yeah, that's the
I
I was thinking.
get
as
the
well.
cover. You would do it.
No, I get what you're saying about taking Sal out to then replace him with. But if you're still, because we're saying that, look, Liverpool got a good week, and this could be the week that they turn it around. So I do kind of get it. If you want that budget out of Salah, but you still want some Liverpool coverage, and then you're going to use that extra 2-3 million from Salah to upgrade, and when you look at the other two, and you go in from Bowen and Williams to Saka and Timber, that's 2 good upgrades. So I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Because I think Liverpool do score goals this week. It's whether it's Salah. And it would not surprise me if he blanks again.
I do like Gakpo, but I haven't got the urge to sort of cover a Liverpool attack at the moment.
Yeah, I'd do the second option, but I'd change Gakpo to someone like a Caicedo, get 0.3 rise, and then assess it again next week. I think Chelsea probably will play Caicedo in the next 2 games as well. In
He's
the
been rested,
game
hasn't he?
9 double.
He's not gone away with you international. Nobbles, Carabao Cup, Game Week 9. Which players are you planning to bring in, or are you not going to mess with your teams as it isn't worth it? I kind of think this Carabao Cup Game Week 9, I don't really think there's any ones that I'd particularly target. I think the ones that have got Europe have got decent enough fixtures, in my opinion. Like, if you're still stuck with your Liverpool, Brentford, Palace, City, obviously Swansea's not going to be hard to predict, but Arsenal, it's a nice double. You might still get a few. You're not going to really go for a sort of B team Arsenal player just to get Brighton.
No.
Newcastle solid, Chelsea solid.
The way it's fallen with the draw is that you're expecting there's a high possibility that the players that you're choosing for this game week, like the Newcastle lads or the Liverpool players, are going to possibly play a good part of that Carabao Cup game because of the draw, who they're drawn against. Newcastle, Tottenham, you'd expect them to go strong.
And if you want to target Wickham or Grimsby, you're going for Fulham or Brentford,
Yeah, you can't do it.
and their Prem game is Newcastle away or Liverpool at home, which
is not what you want. No. Then they go back into a single. There's 2 transfers used, and even if you went, oh well, do you know what, I'll throw Jimenez in at Fulham because he's got Wickham, but he doesn't, does he? We don't know. You're guessing on the back of their games, which is probably even more in doubt because they're playing someone who's on lesser side. My opinion, my advice is avoid game week 9. Play it as a single, and just roll from there. Because I think even if you play it as a single and you do your transfers based on this week and the week game week 10, I think you end up with quite a few playing. Without having to like chase or take a big risk on a transfer.
Yeah, I agree there.
I don't mind targeting Newcastle for this double in game week 9, and possibly Arsenal as well. Especially defensively, I think you should be able to get 2 games out of most of the players that you're looking at. But Chelsea as well. And I'd probably be tempted if you didn't have Kudus. I'd have Kudus for this double as well.
Yeah, like Kudus.
That's gonna be a good cup match, isn't it? That Newcastle Spurs.
I think so. I think they'll both go strong. I think it'll be a cracking game.
Like, I know I like to have a little joke, obviously about Spurs, but like that, the Carabao Cup for Frank is gonna be like a chance at silverware, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
He can't really turn his nose up at that.
No, we said this for years. Like Spurs and Newcastle, especially, like some of these sides that kind of have this like demand to win a trophy, and they've had it for years. If you're not going to take that competition seriously, then you don't deserve to win out. Newcastle did last year, and they went on and won it, and deservedly so, and it's a massive thing.
I even from an Arsenal point of view, I know we've got a massive squad to rotate now, but questions are they're not getting asked by me, but questions are being asked now. When are you going to win something? So like, I wouldn't be surprised if, I know we've got the squad to do it, but
Arteta has to win something soon. He's got to win something this year. Sure.
I know. The Carabao Cup is not going to take any pressure. It's not going to take any pressure off of him, but it's certainly not going to help. Not going to hurt, is it?
No.
Bradders took Salah out for Gyökeres last. Took Salah out for Jock Lesnar. Is it worth it? 12th man in, Salah back in. I think we've covered. I think would you do it? Do you know what? It feels different. If you've already sold him, I don't know why it feels different.
It's not as dirty.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I don't mind. Look, there's goals for Liverpool, and there's going to be I reckon they probably score 4 or 5 goals over them 2 fixtures. It's who gets them. Salah could well get 3 of them.
His part 2 was 2 players going out this week, Porro and Ndai. Which set of transfers looks the best? Saka and Cucurella for a 0.3 rise, or Caicedo and Timber for a 0.6. I think I know what you're going to say, Ben, there.
Probably Caicedo and Timber, 0.6 rise. But I do like the Saka and Cuckoo as well. But yeah, I think them 2 will tick along nicely every week. It's a shame he's taking Ndai out this week as well, because he should be going at 0.3 as well. But he's playing City this week, so
yeah.
The thing is, Saka and Cucurella are better picks, aren't they? You'd have to say that. Who are the better picks out of those players? It is Saka and Cucurella, I think. But the budget, it sways you.
I prefer Timber to Cucurella.
I'm going to say Saka and Timber for me.
Yeah.
You
But
think?
that budget-wise, that's a big chunk of budget in it, them too.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do that.
So I'm not like that convinced that Timber is that much better of a pick than Cucurella, but I am probably going to bring Timber in this week just because I trust the Arsenal defence.
Yeah, I
But
think.
Cucurella is class.
Yeah, he's back to he's at his best today. Cucurella, he's a good player. Do you know? Flip a coin with that one. I think they're both. You're in a position where you've got some great options, and if you're struggling a little bit for budget or you panic a little bit of budget, the bottom one, Cicero and Timber. If you're not too fussed, I don't mind Saka and Kuka either. Penalty taker, have him in there.
If in doubt, though, you take your extra bit of money, don't you? And you can always go back there richer.
Yeah, definitely.
We've done doubles. We fast tracked this one, so that is the questions. I know there's still a load of questions in the chat, but we're an hour and 26 in, so we'll have our deadline stream and we'll give you guys the priority if you put them in the questions for the podcast on the Discord, because otherwise we'll be here till midnight, won't we?
We would.
But good to see everyone nice and keen over the international break. Let's do some leagues. Dream Team Tonic, Cash League, top 3. Gonna have to zoom in again. I've got my glasses on this. My screenshot mustn't be high enough quality. G Precious, H Jones, and A Alot. Top 3. Well played. Ben, does it look all right for you there? Tonic members only?
Yep. Tom Gladhill in 3rd. Oh, Tony in 4th. But I'll give you a shout there.
Nice one, mate.
Nobbles in 2nd and Nathan Wisby in 1st.
Well played.
Well played, lads.
I've got the tag team up. Tony, can you see that there?
Yep.
Bit of an awkward size to get on the screen.
In 4th. Here's me and Andy Barnett.
Hey, do 5th then.
Might as well do 5th now.
Go on then.
Nah,
It's Scott Harrison, Connor Story. 3rd, we got Gormley and Gibbs. 2nd, Dullett and Williams. And top of the shop, a couple of names mentioned on them earlier leagues. Precious and Allet.
Well played.
Played.
A few boosters in the mix there. And then has someone got scores out the doors?
I've got it up. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this because this is the first week we've got a triple elimination. Remember back in the day when Big Brother used to be on, they used to just announce it. Oh, it's not a single elimination. It's not a double. It's a triple elimination. Basically, we have 3 teams, and I think there is a bit of controversy as well. There was one person getting eliminated. Then there was a slight change to was it Foden's points and not Doku's points, Foden's points and someone else.
Overnight.
There was an overnight change, and it meant that 2 people dropped into the drop zone. And yeah, basically, the 3 people in game week 7 finished on 56 points, which just wasn't good enough. Lowest score out the door. It rewards consistency, and these people weren't consistent. So Luke High, T Adams, Ash Ingram. Unfortunately, you got the lowest score. You're out the door.
See you later. You go in prison. You go in prison, and you're getting named and shamed.
Love it. Love it.
I was tempted all that prison talk of playing that earlier.
Brilliant. T Adams, remove. Don't remove anybody. Where are we?
Focus.
focus, yeah. Don't know. L
Right,
high.
well,
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, you crack on. I'm just kicking people out here.
that wraps it. You're out. You're kicked. Enjoy the
done
rest
for.
of the international break. We'll let you know. We'll either have a pre-deadline stream on a Friday. Otherwise, it might be a deadline stream on a Saturday. We'll let you know. But a bit of time left. Cheers to everyone that's tuned in. Cheers for all the support for our YouTube channel members, Patreon members, everyone in the chat. And we'll see you later in the week. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Thank you, everyone.
everyone. Hit the like button.
And subscribe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.